Okay, so I'm not gonna lie with you guys. It's pretty late right now, and I was going to go to bed right now, but I had this movie on my mind so much recently that I just have to talk about it. And I have to do a spoiler talk about The Suicide Squad. If you guys have not seen the movie right now, just leave. Please do not spoil this for you because, guys, it is an excellent movie. Do I think it's the best in the DC extended stuff? No, but it is also second best, which is not bad considering I love Man of Steel. So, anyways, we're gonna get into it, but make sure you guys drop me one of these down below. Make sure to comment down below and subscribe. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna say right now, I did not expect this movie to start off the way it did. It starts off in a way that I think is fitting for this movie. Because with a name like The Suicide Squad, you can't really get a grasp of what they are in the original version, or in the other version. But in this one, no, it definitely lives up to its name. The entire first team of The Suicide Squad dies at the beginning of the movie. Which, at that point, I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, I was freaking out because I was like, they're killing off so many characters at the beginning. But it set the tone because I thought to myself, as I was watching, I was like, they're intentionally going for this. They're trying to let you know, do not get too attached to these characters because you never know who's going to make it through and who is going to die. And the ones who do make it through, it makes it more rewarding because you're like, okay, I can be connected to them. So, yeah, that was insane. The funniest death in the beginning, and I shouldn't say death is funny, but it was just funny how they did it. The funniest death to me had to be when the weasel started drowning.
Did anyone check on whether the weasel could swim? The weasel is dead! I repeat, the weasel is dead!
Because the weasel jumps in the water and it starts drowning. Everybody's like, does anyone know if the weasel could swim? And you just hear it drowning in the background as Amanda Waller's looking at the screen. And it's just, it was nuts. But then we see Team 2, which has Bloodsport, King Shark, all these other characters that we're following throughout the movie, such as Polka Dot Man, Ratcatcher 2, and all these other characters. So basically the first team was a diversion to get them on the island, and basically Team 2 is to get the actual mission done. So that was very interesting how they handled that, and I felt like it set a really good tone for the rest of the movie. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect it to be as crazy wild as it got, but it got super crazy. We got a lot of development with characters such as Peacemaker, Bloodsport, especially King Shark. I think the two best people in the movie, in my opinion, had to be King Shark and Polka Dot Man. They're just such a delight to see on screen, especially King Shark as he shows that he has no friends, no friendship, and he learns to bond with these characters in the movie. And it teaches him about friendship, and the Polka Dot Man, it teaches him just to be himself and to be a superhero. Or be whatever he wants to be. And that's a very strong message for both of those characters. It's unfortunate that Polka Dot Man dies at the end by Starro, but they did a really good job with him. Especially the Milton joke that they do near the end where Milton is mentioned and then they're like, when Milton gets shot, they basically like, Milton was still with us? And he's like, yes, Milton is still with us. So, sorry if this review is all over the place. I just have a lot of things that I want to touch on.
Ginger, no!
And Bloodsport, especially, I found him being a very compelling character. And everything else that played out, this movie is super violent. And it honestly, the best way I can describe this movie is that it's basically like an 80s action movie that has comic book characters in there and a huge amount of violence. I think my favorite scene in the entire movie, which couldn't be everybody's favorite scene, but was my personal favorite, was actually the confrontation between Peacemaker and Rick Flag. Now, though that seems like a very simple thing, but it's actually a very complex story if you really look at it. Because both sides of the conversation are right and wrong. Peacemaker is basically like, we cannot let this information of the government get out to everybody about the starfish. But at the same time, Rick Flagg's like, yeah, but what they're doing is wrong, and we need to show everybody the truth. So yes, both sides are right, but also both sides are very wrong. And so that's why I said I found it very complex and very difficult to argue with either one of them. And that's why I said it was a really good scene in my opinion. And it was probably my favorite scene, honestly, because I was so conflicted. I didn't know who to root for, honestly, because I was like, both of them are right and both of them are wrong. So either way, very good scene. Just wanted to point that out. And in a way, everything came full circle towards the end was just handled so well with the way the rats helped out Harley Quinn and everybody, and just this is a crazy movie. Like, I'm almost convinced that James Gunn was on drugs while directing this. But was that a bad thing? No. This, I honestly feel like, was something that we needed. We needed something that was just dumb fun. Okay, maybe dumb fun is a little bit of harsh. What I'm trying to say is something that's just fun but doesn't allow you to think about things too much. And just enjoy these characters and the interactions, that's all. And that's why I say simplicity sometimes is just better than complexity. And that's why this is the second best DC extended version. Extended film. Anyways, what were your guys' thoughts on the Suicide Squad down below? Let me know other things that you found very awesome in the spoilery discussion down below in the comments section. And as always, if you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe today to join the Isaiahization.